everyone, welcome back to a brand new video.
1, 2, 3.
So this video is going to be a lot more chill than normal. I've got my hoodie on, I do have my ring light and stuff, but basically this video is kind of like, I vlogged me handing in my last piece of work for first year, and then I filmed me opening my results, my reaction, but I'm not going to show you the vlog, I don't think, because I accidentally deleted some clips and I think it's really boring. So I'm going to turn this into more of a, I'm going to play my results in a minute basically, so you can see my reaction and yeah, my results and stuff, and I'll play that first before I get onto this bit in case anyone just wants to see that. I mean, for suspense and watch time I probably shouldn't do that, but I'm going to do that anyway. So I'll show you that in a minute, but basically what I'm going to do after is talk you through everything I kind of had to do. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Megan. I go to Leeds Arts University and I study fashion branding with communication. And we basically like study all things fashion, and I always get loads of questions on what we do, so I'm going to talk you through my last module. So if you want to know more, I'd like a general kind of Q&A on what it's like to study fashion, or if you want to see my first module as well, let me know down below, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss it. And I'll do that, and I'll kind of do like a Q&A about like arts uni and fashion and stuff, but I always get asked kind of like what I actually do. So I thought in this video, rather than literally a 3-minute clip of me opening my results, I would show you what my module is and what we kind of did. So I won't leave you waiting. I will show you my results and then show you what I did to get them results. So roll me like a week ago with no makeup on. I have no idea how this whole video has panned out, but today is the day I got all my results. I have no idea how I've done. I'm still like not really used to like what work standard is good and stuff, because I've never done a I've never done a subject even like this before. I've just done art, and obviously that's quite easy to know, but like with this I never know like what's good, what's not, what's enough to write. I've obviously only got my last module to go off because we only do 2 a year as well. Yes, so last time I got 64 or something maybe. Last time I got 66, which was a B, which I was really happy with because I was late to the course and stuff and obviously didn't know what I was doing. I have no idea if this time is better or not. I think my actual work this time was better, but my research was weaker and had less in it. But I don't know if that's like normal because there wasn't as much we could research this time. So, oh my god, it's gonna literally be there. Okay, right. Oh no, it's not, wait. Okay. I'm like not nervous, but like I just like, what if it's really bad? I don't think it will be really bad. Okay, I feel like I'm just trying to make it dramatic for, okay, I got 65, so literally the exact same, well, slightly worse. But this time, which is good, I got, it's a bit annoying, I got the same in everything. So I got like a B in all categories, whereas last time I got an A, a B, an A, a C, and an, oh, I got like 3 A's last time. That's probably not very good because now I've like done worse. For the magazine project, you included a good amount of research investigating your competition and large target audience and depth, which is excellent to see. The articles created a magazine were fun and well written and fit into your choice of target audience. Editorials were well executed and variety of image choices appropriate for the time of year. Okay, good. They literally said, what can I do to improve? Stick to the no more than 3 font types rule. I literally use the same font the whole entire way through. Okay, so basically ours is marked with presentation, process, idea, documentation and technical. As I said, I've just got a B in all of them, so there's not really much to say. So yeah, it just says all of them were good to very good to a large extent. Sorry about that. Yes, they're all quite even, which means like my presentation and then my essay and then my like magazine, like it was all kind of the same, like my work with Photoshop, but then also like how I presented it. I was gonna say presented it and stuff, you know, it was all like, yeah, all even, I guess. So 65, a B. Next year I do want to get higher than all of this, but yeah, I'm happy with that, like a B. I kind of like knew I could have done better and more research, but by the time I'd finished it, because I handed it in a week early as well, by the time I finished it, like I just wanted it gone. Like it was just giving me so much stress, I just wanted it gone. And obviously our first year grades don't count. I say obviously, I think every other course and every uni is the same, but our first year grades don't count, so I kind of just wanted to like hand it in because it was just causing me so much stress. So that's exactly what I did. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, now on to me showing you all my work. So as you see, I didn't do too badly. I definitely could have done better, but I kind of knew I could have done better and like kind of knew what I should have done to do better. But with Corona and everything that went on, I just could not be bothered to do any more work. So basically the way my course works is we have 2 big modules a year. So we literally split the year in half and do 2 big modules with different tasks in them. So this one had 4 tasks, the one before had 5, and then we do like a fat like documentation of the whole entire thing. Like fat, like that's like, you think the 4 tasks is like a lot, but like these like PowerPoint documentations are literally like, some of them are like 150 pages long. I think mine was about 75-ish this time. So there's a final outcome letter and transcript for the year. So that's out of 9th of July. So I can include that in like my Q&A video if people want to see that. So this was it. So it's fashion branding with communication 2. This was worth 60 credits. And basically what we had to do, an essay on consumer behaviour, so like any kind of thing we wanted to research within consumer behaviour. So I did online shopping and kind of like how that's changed consumer behaviour, like the motivations behind it, like the frequency, how often people do it, and what was it? I'll show you in a minute. So we did that essay, and then we had to make a magazine which consisted of 2 editorials that had to be at least 8 images each, which had to have more than 1 model and more than 3 outfits or more than 2 outfits, and then an 1,000-word article for that. So that had to like correlate kind of like in the magazine, so we had to obviously come up with like a target audience as well and like a name and stuff. And then we had to do a trend report. So what we were meant to do is a street style report. So we were meant to go out and take 5 photos of 12 different trends, but like literally on the street. Like we had to go and find 12 current trends, and we had to prove they were like an actual trend by taking 5 pictures of people wearing them. But then obviously COVID, that didn't happen. So we changed it to a more general trend report, which I'll talk about in more detail in a second. And then we did a personal blog. So I actually do have a blog if anyone wants to go and read it. I'll link it down below. We had to create a personal blog with 20 blog posts all about like personal style and fashion, and that each of them had to have 5 images as well. So we'll start with the essay. I won't talk about it much. I'll kind of just give you, and that will be why they marked me down for that. The essay I handed in didn't even have a title on it by accident. Are you joking me? Oh my god. Spent ages trying to come up with that title. So the first line, the purpose of this investigation is to appreciate consumer behaviour in fashion by investigating consumer buying habits, attitudes, frequency and motivation of their purchases. And basically it went on. I'm not going to show the essay, but I did a survey basically to see how much people online shopped, and then basically find out why people are doing it, so their motivations, and kind of said how that's going to change consumer behaviour, like are people more likely to shop online. So that was the first essay we had to do. It was like 1,500 words. I don't think it was that bad. And then I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do it on that side of the screen. I'll quickly flick through my magazine with you. So I called mine I can't speak. So I called mine the fix. Why can't I say that? The fix. Kind of a play on words. I don't know why it's blurry as well. Just saying like the fashion fix, so talking about like fashion, how I'm gonna like solve fashion problems and stuff. And my whole thing was I really wanted mine to be a what's the word I'm looking for? I wanted mine to be like affordable, so my target audience was young adults and like students, so 18 to 24. So I kind of figured everyone will either be a student or new at work, won't have a lot of money to spend. So I think I priced my magazine like £2.50, and basically said the whole thing was about like affordable fashion. So kind of play on words on how people say when they're broke, when they don't have any money. So that's why it's called the fix, like fix your fashion problems, and like fix broke. Thought it was quite funny. So that's what it's called. This was my cover photo, and oh sorry, we had to do 2 articles actually. We had to do 2 500-word articles. I'm a liar. So my first article was to do with one of my editorials, and I just talked about like summer fashion, and then the other one was like about saving money, because as I said I wanted mine to be about affordable. So we go through, I've got a little context page, and then I start this editorial with these pictures. I'm really happy with these. I think these pictures look great. I'm kind of happy with the article as well, because I feel like that's kind of what would be in a normal kind of article you might talk about, or in a normal magazine even, you'd talk about kind of, you know, the pictures that you've got, you talk about the clothes and like new trends and whatever. So that's kind of what I tried to do, and then I threw in a few pictures from the other editorial before I went on to the second article, because obviously it didn't really have anything to do with the other editorial. So I just said, let's save some money, baby. And these pictures are actually from Pinterest. That I put on here. I just 8 tips on how to kind of save money. And then I went on to the other editorial, and the other tutorials I really wanted them to match. They kind of have a nude vibe. I know the one on the beach has like a lot of blue with the sea and the sky, but I think they kind of match. And I just went for like a nude vibe, and it was kind of like smart casual. So there's like a lot of blazers with joggers, or like shirt dresses with trainers and stuff like that. I just thought, yeah, and I'm really happy with how they styled them and how they came out, and I feel like the whole magazine kind of ties together really nicely with the colours. Yeah, and that's the final page. I really wanted to go back and add in like product adverts and like silly things like that, like just like kind of 1-page articles and stuff, just because I thought it would add to it, and I thought I'd get more points, but as I said, I kind of couldn't be bothered by the end. So then our trend report was what we had to do next, and so basically we had to pick 5 kind of general trends like in the world, not necessarily trends but like things that are going on as well. So as you can see, my first one there is COVID-19, and then I kind of picked like the whole like kind of trend talk about sustainability, and then I put one is the home is the new office, just how like more people are working at home, and then co-creation, which is brands working together, and then I focused my last one more on like just 2 fashion trends, which is vintage. This is probably really boring, this video, and I'm really sorry if it is. So COVID, I kind of explained, you know, what was going on, and then I said from this I think there'll be like a minimalist kind of style that's going to come out of it, people realizing that you don't need a hefty amount of clothes and it doesn't really bring people joy, and I think that people will kind of like consume less after this all, basically. And then sustainability, I went on to talk more just about like sustainable brands, so I've got Tala there and Arkit and AYM. We had to do mood boards as well, if you can't tell. Home is a new office, just talked about like above the keyboard dressing, so the whole thing that like you'll get ready on top, lovely, and then you have stupid trousers on always that don't match, because it doesn't matter, because like Zoom calls and stuff, no one can see you. And then for them pictures, I actually got you guys to send me in you doing it, just to show that like it is a trend and people were doing it. And then co-creation, brands working together, explained it, and then showed fashion collabs, so like Fila X, Chubba Chumps, Gucci Disney, H&M Moschino, Bershka Powerpuff Girls, Louis Vuitton Supreme, Balenciaga Hello Kitty. So Vintage Gone Classic was all about like that, pretty much showing how like vintage pieces have actually become like a classic these days. So like for example flares was my biggest example. You'd say they're like vintage or whatever, but you can pretty much walk into a shop now at like any point, I feel like, and find flares. Like they've kind of just become a classic. And then from that I've gone on to talk about like the most recent kind of vintage trends, so like the Y2K trend. And yeah, that's what we had to do. So just talk about it for 500 words for each trend, and then put a mood board together of the fashion trend. I'll kind of put a thing of my personal blog on the screen here, but that one was really easy. I really liked it. It was kind of like whatever you wanted it to be. Really helpful that I obviously do YouTube videos, because then I had like hauls on my channel, so I could just make a haul on my blog. And yeah, I don't really plan on keeping that up, but they're all there if you want to go and read them. And then I just have a fat evaluation. We're meant to kind of keep a reflective journal, but I didn't, and I did this last time and it worked fine, and I just kind of did a huge evaluation of it all at the end. And yeah, that's kind of what we had to do. I'll flick through on the screen now kind of my research booklet. I have this weird thing about people reading my work, but I'll flick through it now just so you can kind of see what it looks like and how much work that is. And yeah, sorry if this video has been really boring. I just thought I'd quickly talk through kind of what we had to do, because I realised a bit weird to put it up, because you might be like, well, what did you have to actually do for fashion, like how could you have got better, etc. So yeah, that's what we had to do. Let me know what you think of my work down below, I guess, and let me know, yeah, if you want to see a video more about like studying fashion and more about what we do, how we learn and stuff, like how often we're in, do we have lectures, seminars and all stuff like that. Hopefully this hasn't been too boring. If you're just here to see my results, you would have already clicked off by now, but if you're still here, thank you very much. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, go and follow me on Instagram, yeah, subscribe, but most importantly, hope you have the best day ever. Make sure you're staying safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.